Hello and welcome back to my channel. So good to see you. Enjoy our last adventures before we head back across the channel. Imagine my surprise as we spotted another white horse, my number 3. This hill figure is in the village of Broadtown, Wiltshire in England. Cut into the hillside in 1864 by a William Symonds, who held the farm then. Symonds claimed later that it had been his intention to enlarge the horse gradually over the years, but he had to give up the farm, so he did not have the opportunity. Dating from the 14th century, the cross may have originally stood in an open marketplace, now built over, about 50 metres southwest of its current location. The cross would have been a permanent landmark in the small market town of Ludgers Hall, with the cross perhaps paid for or supported by the royal patronage of Edward III, who reigned between 1327 and 77. King Edward III and Queen Philippa would have stayed in nearby Ludgers Hall Castle around this time, and Ludgers Hall became an economically and culturally important small town in the region. Now, we'd read about this holiday castle, because that's what it was, and we thought it interesting to stop, stretch our legs and have a look. What a lovely way to finalise our visit here. Our final castle. Faram Castle in Surrey is a 12th century castle, which was the home to the Bishop of Winchester, Walter Curl. Built in 1138 by Henry de Blois, Bishop of Winchester and grandson of William the Conqueror, Faram Castle became the home of the Bishops of Winchester for over 800 years. The original building was demolished by Henry II in 1155 after the Anarchy, and then rebuilt in the late 12th and early 13th centuries. In the early 15th century, it was the residence of Cardinal Henry Beaufort, who presided at the trial of Joan d'Arc in 1431. It is for this reason that the St. Joan of Arc's church in Farnham is dedicated to her. The castle is set in 5 acres of gardens overlooking the town of Farnham. A letter in 1594 mentions that white clay was dug in Farnham Park to make drinking vessels used by lawyers at the Inner Temple in London. During the Second World War, the castle was the home of the Camouflage Development and Training Centre of the Camouflage Branch of the Royal Engineers. have that too, when something is threatening to end, that you just want it to go on for a little bit more, especially when it's enjoyable? Well, we so love a good walk, along a river, or the beach, or in a forest. And before we reached our final destination, we stopped once more and had a most enjoyable interlude here. Walk with us, because there are over 60 miles of paths and bridleways and many more informal paths and tracks to explore here. There are some steep paths, more suitable for fitter walkers, whilst there are plenty of less hilly areas if you wish to go for a more gentle stroll. And oh, we just needed to stretch our legs just that little bit longer before we arrived at our one-night B&B. Farewell, English woodlands. We've so enjoyed discovering you. I want to thank you all for joining us on this absolutely wonderful journey that we had across the ditch. I do hope that you'll subscribe, continue to watch the videos we have in store for you, because we may have come home from across the ditch, but that doesn't mean that we stayed home.